Hey guys, I'm Unruh, PGA Professional here at GlobalGolf.com, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about wedge fitting, wedge gapping, and the new Titleist SM5 Wedge. Now, a little quick background on the SM5 Wedge. What's new this year is the all-new TX3 groove. Now, Bob Vokey does a lot of research. He spends a lot of time out on tour and getting the tour players' feedback. And so you're actually getting the club that the guys on tour are playing. So nothing special going on out there versus what's in your bag. That's what's very cool about clubs today is they're essentially bringing the technology from the tour and giving it to you. But what the players have actually seen is Vokey's actually got a new groove design this year. It's called the TX3 groove pattern. And what they've done is they've pushed the USGA groove rule to the limits. And they've actually created a channel in the groove here, a way to part the grass and the sand and move it away from the club head when your ball is actually making contact, so that your ball will actually make better contact with the club head, so you'll be able to control and create a little more spin with the SM5 wedge than you were with previous wedges. Now a little bit going into wedges. The one thing you'll want to do, I can't harp on it strong enough, is get properly fit for your wedges. You want to fit the gaps in your bag is what you want to do for the wedges. Now, just because everybody's got for instance, a 52, 56, 60, that doesn't necessarily mean that's what you need to get. So you need to go out one day and just check your yardages with your irons. If you're in the wedge market, go create your gaps in your bag from iron. Say, for instance, you hit your pitching wedge 100 yards. I would say the next thing you'd want to do when searching for a wedge is get that sweet spot. So maybe 10 yards down, you want to find a wedge that you hit it 90 yards. Now, maybe it's a 52, maybe it's not. Maybe it's a 54, maybe it's a 50. That doesn't matter. Don't worry about what it says, but get properly fit to the proper yardages you are looking for so that it'll benefit your game. Don't fit yourself to the loft. Fit your bag to the loft. Don't fall into the I need a 52, 56, 60, because maybe that's not what you're looking for. Maybe you're going to hit that 52 too close to your pitching wedge. You're going to have too big of a gap there. So maximize your game. Get the proper lofts for you. Now, a little bit about the SM5. Again, they've got 6 different grind options this year. So they're making it all about you, giving you the personalization that you need for your game. Like I said, bringing all that great technology that's out on tour and bringing it back to you guys. So a little bit to help you out on the different grinds. First, you're going to need to determine what type of swing type you have. There's 3 main swing types out there. The first one's a slider. The slider is a person who's got a pretty shallow angle coming into the golf ball. They don't really take a big divot. They pick the ball nice and clean off the turf. The next type of swinger is a neutral swinger. They've got a moderate attack into the golf ball, and they take a medium, normal size divot, I would say. And third type of swinger is a digger. Now, the digger's got a really steep angle. They really come into the golf ball really steep and take a nice big divot. So first things first, you need to determine what type of swing you have, and then from there you can break it down into the proper grind that's going to best help you out on the golf course. Now, like I said, they've got 6 grinds available. So let's go in and talk to you just a little bit about each grind. I'm going to start with basically the sliders and work our way up to the diggers. So the sliders, we've got an L grind for you here. Now, what you can see, it's got a narrow crescent sole with a small forward bounce and surface and minimal camber to the golf club here. Now, this is for, again, the slider, and it's actually for probably somebody who plays in really firm conditions. Now, next is the T grind. The T grind has a dual bounce sole with a wide trailing bounce surface. This again is for a slider, or if you have a neutral swing type, this would be good for you. And the conditions you play in, I'm going to say this would be best for very firm, hard grounds or medium type surfaces. Next here is the S grind. It's a full sole with a straight trailing edge ribbon and moderate heel relief. This is again for the slider or neutral swinger, and it's for any condition type out there, firm, medium, or soft and wet. So you'll need to take into consideration as well what part of the country you tend to play most golf in, and figure out your weather patterns and what type of conditions you play in. Again, this will go into helping you choose the correct grind. Now next we've got the M grind. This is a crescent sole with a narrow forward bounce surface and moderate camber. That's once again for a slider or a neutral player with firm or medium conditions. Then we've got the F grind here. It's a full sole with moderate camber and a small trailing edge ribbon. Now this is for all swing types. Slider, neutral, digger, doesn't matter. And it's for any condition type out there. Now next you'll see the K grind. So we've gone from a very low bounce clear at the very beginning with the L to now we're to the K, and this has got some of the highest bounce options out there. This is a very wide sole with increased bounce and enhanced camber. This is for a neutral or a digger, and it's for medium or soft conditions. And like I said, it's got very high bounce. Another general rule of thumb, if you are a slider, you're not going to want a ton of bounce. You want medium to very little bounce, but if you're a digger on the other end of the spectrum, you're going to want to have a medium to a moderate level of bounce out there for you. Now that's I know that was a lot coming at you there, but it's a lot of great stuff. And if you'd like to learn any more, we've got it broken down for you. Visit us at our blog at blog.globalgolf.com and just search SM5 Wedge. We've got a nice little article there where I've broken down each type of grind and what it's best for and what it's going to do for you. And we'd like to hear what you have to say. So if you have any questions about the wedges or how to properly fit yourself for these, we're here for you. So reach out to us on Facebook or Twitter. We're here to answer any questions for you, and we hope to see you there. Thanks.